Is this a good break from the routine, the grind of training in Colorado to just to be in a different venue?
I actually train in West Virginia.
Okay.
So I train at a college program out in West Virginia. I went to be trained under Coach Sammy Henson, and he was on the Olympic team in 2000 and got silver medal. So just wanted to learn a different style from what I know. But I go back to Colorado for training camps every once in a while. So I love it. I mean, I didn't get a chance to check out the practices yet, but I just love the college atmosphere and the grind and how hard they work and everything that they have to put in to reach their goals. So.
Talk about what it's going to be like to be out there competing in front of this crowd.
Oh yeah, 4 years ago I couldn't really remember a lot. It was amazing about how many fans came and how many people who knew wrestling and just the support for wrestling, and I think it kind of took over me a little bit, and hopefully I'm better prepared this year. But it's a great atmosphere to be able to wrestle in Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Coach Steiner talks about a lot women's wrestling really being for everybody, and that it's coming and growing, and the momentum you guys have established through your Olympic and world success. Mm-hmm. Talk about how important it is to showcase our best event domestically at a full arena at the Olympic trials and a place like this.
I remember 4 years ago, even still today, people are like, women's wrestling, unheard of, scratch their head, like, I didn't know women wrestled, and it was pretty cool, like, say 4 years ago, the next morning I went out to eat breakfast, and the people of Iowa City just knew. They're like, oh, congratulations, I just saw you, and whatnot. They pay attention to the athletics that's going on, wrestling in particular. I think it's huge, for women's wrestling as a sport to grow, and for me, I'm from Hawaii, so the sport's growing out there, and I get excited to be able to go back home and see all young girls from 6 years old through high school just get excited about the sport. So.
How do you think that this sport can grow into be
in the whole world? So very happy to be here training. I was actually really jealous that the team got to come in 2012 when I wasn't wrestling. So to be here now, I just really happy about it.
Talk about what the experience, obviously is going to be like, and what it means to you, the exposure for women's wrestling. Just put some of those thoughts together.
Okay, well, it's a big dream of mine to be able to wrestle in the Carver Arena, but right now it's business as usual. I'm training, I'm getting my weight down, and I'll weigh in and I'll wrestle.
For women's wrestling, just talk a little bit about this. I just asked Clarissa Chun too. The Olympic trials being in what could be a sold-out arena in April. What does it mean to you gals to really expose all the hard work and the product and the momentum that you've created in front of a full arena?
It means a lot to us. We don't particularly get to wrestle in front of big crowds, so it'll be something new and something that's very exciting. And just to display all the work that we've done for the past, really our whole lives, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome, and I'm pretty sure everybody's really happy about it. It couldn't be at a better spot.
Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
This is an opportunity for you guys to come out here and see kind of a storied tradition work out on a daily basis. And when you get a chance to get acclimated, to the arena and to the practice room here. What do you think about the opportunity when it was presented to come back here?
I think it was a great opportunity. This is my first time coming in 2012. I wasn't really a factor going into Olympic trials. I was just more excited to be in the moment and actually qualify for the event. But now this quad, it's realistic for me to make the team. So I think it's just a totally different thing. So I'm excited to be here this week and train and see where Terry became a man, kind of. So yeah, it's nice.
Did you hear any of the previous experiences from when they were here during the last quad?
Yeah, they were just like, be ready for a really hard week. I was like, okay. I know what that means because you know how Terry is, but.
When you were here yesterday, started workouts yesterday, correct? What was it like when you were first kind of getting into it and kind of taking the mat that a lot of people that have been internationally accomplished have taken before you?
Right, I think it's just definitely a legacy that they've built here, so I think it's great to be able to step on the same mats as a lot of other world team members and Olympic Olympic hopefuls and stuff like that, Olympic team members, Olympic medalists, champions have been on the same mats, like training hard. So I think that's really good for us to be able to do the same thing that they've done going into this year.
You wrestled at Chun
Yes.
College. Watching, the Iowa team kind of work out, how's that compared to, maybe what you experienced training in college?
I think yesterday we saw their first practice, so it was definitely good to observe. It kind of took me back to my college days, but it was definitely, I think, with a good program like they have here and like we had at King, I think it's great to see so many good people in the room. Each person is making each other better. Like Tony Ramos was working with Corey Clark, so stuff like that. It just is like, wow, each person is building the other person up, so I think it's really awesome.
The arena itself. I think there's a poster with Tom and Terry running up the stairs. Talk a little bit about what you guys did, actually in Carver yesterday as part of your workout.
We just used the top. Luckily, we didn't use the stairs. But you never know what that might be in store for us tomorrow. But we just used the top, so we just circled around and did sprints up there. So I think it's definitely sprinting up there is just kind of like I feel like for me, I just like visualized Olympic trials and being on the mats down below. So I think it's awesome to see and feel that like aura that we're in this great place.